The 1944 wheat penny is a truly iconic coin in American numismatic history. And although it was struck in large numbers during World War II, there are unique conditions and rare versions of this penny that have made it extremely valuable, with some specimens reaching market values as high as $3,000 today. Minted in San Francisco, this coin is distinguished by the S-Mint mark located just below the date on the obverse side. While millions were produced for wartime circulation, a combination of rare variations, high-grade condition finds, and unique minting errors has made the 1944 penny one of the most sought-after Lincoln cents from the mid-20th century. Collectors are drawn to this coin for many reasons: its historical significance, its role in the war economy, and the mysteries surrounding rare transitional errors from this period. In the world of coin collecting, even the smallest variation, such as being struck on the wrong planchette or having a double die, can elevate a coin's value to thousands of dollars. And the 1944 wheat penny is a shining example of that. To fully appreciate the value of this coin, it's important to understand the context of its production. During World War II, copper was a strategic wartime resource. As a result, the U.S. Mint changed the composition of the Lincoln cent in 1943, producing pennies made of zinc-coated steel to conserve copper for military equipment and ammunition. However, these steel cents quickly drew criticism due to their tendency to rust and be confused with dimes. In response to public outcry, the Mint reverted back to a copper-based composition in 1944. Interestingly, the 1944 pennies were made from recycled shell casings collected from military training grounds and battlefields, giving them the nickname shell case cents. This gives the 1944 penny not only monetary value but also emotional and patriotic significance, as it was literally born out of the remains of war, while the return to copper in 1944 was a planned shift. Some extremely rare mistakes occurred during this transitional period. There are rumors and confirmed finds of 1944 pennies being mistakenly struck on leftover steel blanks from 1943. These 1944 steel cents are considered some of the rarest and most valuable Lincoln cents ever struck, with values soaring into the five-figure range. Though the 1944 steel penny is exceptionally rare, other valuable variants of the 1944 penny, including errors like off-center strikes, doubled dies repunched, mint marks RPM, and clipped planchets exist, and are highly desirable to collectors. For example, a 1944 wheat penny with a sharply visible RPM, engraded in MS67 red by PCGS or NGC, can fetch upwards of $3,000, especially if it has full luster, clean surfaces, and strong strike detail. The design of the 1944 wheat penny follows the classic Lincoln cent format that was first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln on the 100th anniversary of his birth. The obverse front of the coin features the right-facing portrait of Lincoln, along with the inscriptions "In God We Trust, Liberty," in the year 1944, with the small S-Mint mark beneath it, indicating it was struck in San Francisco. The reverse back showcases two stylized wheat ears framing the inscriptions "1 cent, United States of America," and the Latin motto "E pluribus unum." This wheat reverse design was used from 1909 until 1958 and is one of the most beloved coin motifs among American collectors. It represents both national heritage and artistic beauty, and coins in pristine condition continue to draw high demand. One of the main reasons the 1944 wheat penny commands high prices today is its condition-based scarcity. Although over 282 million of these coins were minted, very few have survived in mint state red MSRD condition, the highest level of color preservation in copper coins. Copper coins naturally tone and darken over time due to oxidation, so finding a bright red 1944 wheat penny with no signs of wear is exceptionally rare. Coins graded MS66 red or MS67 red by professional grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, are the top-tier specimens that can command up to $3,000 or more in private sales and auctions. These coins exhibit sharp strike details, glowing red copper luster, and clean, uncirculated surfaces qualities that make them treasures in the eyes of serious numismatists. The collector market plays a crucial role in the increasing value of coins like the 1944 Res wheat penny. In today's era, many new collectors and investors are turning to coins as an alternative asset, especially those with historical significance and limited availability in top condition. Online marketplaces, auction houses, and coin shows are constantly featuring rare Lincoln cents, and the competition among bidders has caused price surges in recent years. Moreover, the rise of YouTube coin channels, social media collectors, and online grading resources has fueled public interest in coins that were once overlooked in old penny jars. The 1944 S penny, particularly one with a minting error or brilliant luster, has become a breakout star in this digital coin boom. Adding to its desirability is the rich history of the San Francisco Mint. Where this coin was produced, the S Mint mark is a favorite among collectors because the San Francisco Mint has a reputation for producing lower mintages and higher quality strikes, especially during the war years. The 1944 S wheat penny is no exception, and its connection to the wartime economy and West Coast minting makes it even more collectible. Some coin specialists even speculate that a small number of 1944 S pennies were struck with experimental dies or blanks, though only a few such pieces have been verified. The thrill of discovering one of these rare varieties adds another layer of excitement to collecting this coin. If you're a collector or simply someone who inherited old coins, it's worth examining your 1944 S Lincoln wheat pennies closely. Check for signs of errors like doubled letters, unusual coloration, or incorrect planchette weight. Even common-looking coins can hold surprises. Having your coin authenticated and graded is essential if you believe it might be valuable. Grading not only verifies the coin's authenticity, but also establishes its market worth in a highly competitive collector's market. A coin with a mint mark that's been repunched RPM, or with a strong die strike in near-perfect condition, can easily push the coin's value into the thousands of dollars, especially in today's active numismatic environment. For collectors who focus on wheat pennies, the 1944S is a critical date. It represents both a return to traditional copper coinage and a fascinating moment in American history. As war raged across the globe, everyday coins like this one carried stories minted from war materials, passed through countless hands and now preserved as a piece of our nation's enduring legacy. The 1944 S penny captures that legacy perfectly. Its beauty, scarcity, and high grades and potential mint errors combine to make it one of the most valuable and historically meaningful wheat pennies ever produced. In today's coin market, this penny continues to rise in recognition. Whether found in old coin albums, inherited from grandparents, or discovered in a forgotten coin roll, the 1944 S penny still has the power to surprise and reward its finder. Its blend of history, patriotism, rarity, and artistry has made it a gem among Lincoln cents. And as collector interest only continues to grow in rare pre-1950 American coins, the demand for exceptional specimens like this is expected to increase even further. The value isn't just in the metal, it's in the story, the craftsmanship, and the pride of owning a coin that played a part in the defining decade of the 20th century. So, if you hold a 1944 S wheat penny, take a closer look, examine the color, search for the mint mark style, and if it seems special, get it graded. You could be holding a $3,000 treasure, one that carries not just economic value, but a piece of American wartime history. Next up, the 1957D wheat penny. Though commonly encountered in circulation during the mid-20th century, it's become an unexpected treasure in today's numismatic world. With exceptional specimens and rare error varieties reaching market values of up to $5,000 minted at the Denver Mint, this coin is instantly recognizable by the small d mint mark located beneath the date on the obverse side. While over 1.1 billion of these coins were struck, making it one of the most abundantly produced wheat pennies. Its value lies not in the typical circulated versions, but in the high-grade mint state coins. The error variance and the rare copper, toning and strike characteristics that elevate a common coin into a premium collectible. In the world of coin collecting, the real gems are often found not just in scarcity, but in the unexpected flaws, unusual details, and outstanding preservation that transform an ordinary wheat penny into a high-value masterpiece. The 1957 D wheat penny is a perfect example of a coin that appears average at first glance, but can surprise even seasoned collectors with its extraordinary hidden worth. To understand its significance, we must place the 1957 D penny within the broader timeline of American coinage history. The wheat reverse Lincoln cent. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, remained in use until 1958, designed by Victor David Brenner. The coin's obverse features a bust of Lincoln facing right, surrounded by the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1957, with the Denver D mint mark. The reverse features two stylized wheat ears, framing the inscriptions "1 cent, United States of America," and "E pluribus unum." While the design remained consistent throughout the wheat penny era, subtle changes in strike quality, die wear, and minting errors make each year and mint combination uniquely collectible. In 1957, America was still riding the wave of post-world. War to optimism and coin production was in full force. The Denver Mint alone produced more than 1 billion wheat pennies that year. Yet only a fraction of those coins were struck with perfect dies and have survived in flawless condition. What makes the 1957D wheat penny worth up to $5,000 today is a combination of rarity and high grade, die varieties, mint errors, brilliant uncirculated condition that showcases full luster, clean surfaces, and strong strike details. Coins that are certified by grading authorities like PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service or NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company with a grade of MS67. Red or higher fall into the highest tier of condition and can command 4-figure or even 5-figure prices at auctions. Even among the billions minted, only a handful of these coins have achieved this elite status due to the fragile nature of copper, which is prone to spotting, toning, and minor surface marks over time. A perfectly preserved 1957D wheat penny, with full red coloration and no signs of handling, is considered a top population coin. It's making it extremely desirable to advanced collectors aiming to complete a full wheat penny registry set in top grades. But condition is not the only factor driving the 1957 DI's high market value minting errors also play a major role. The mid to late 1950s were known for a number of quality control issues at the Denver Mint, and 1957 was no exception. Among the most valuable error types for the 1957D penny are double die obverse DDO, double die reverse DDR, repunched, mint marks or PM, off-center strikes, die cracks, broad strikes, and even strikes on foreign planchettes. Some of these errors are rare and command prices between $1,000 and $5,000, depending on their clarity. For example, 1957D penny with a dramatic repunched mint mark that is also in MS66 red condition has been known to sell at auction for several $1,000s. These errors are not always immediately visible to the naked eye, which adds to the excitement. Collectors must closely examine their coins under magnification to identify these rare minting anomalies. The thrill of finding a subtle but valuable error on a coin so common in appearance fuels interest and keeps collectors engaged year after year. Another reason the 1957D wheat penny holds significant value today is its emotional and historical appeal. As one of the last years of the wheat penny design, it holds nostalgic value for older generations who remember using these coins in daily life. The wheat cent is often the first coin a new collector encounters, and the 1957D being among the final wheat issues before the switch to the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959 represents the end of an era. It symbolizes over 5 decades of American coinage that witnessed 2 world wars, the Great Depression, and sweeping economic and cultural change. Holding a He-grade 1957D wheat penny is like holding a small, tangible piece of mid-century American history in your hand, a connection to a time when pennies truly mattered and were used in every corner store, candy shop, and lunch counter across the country. As the coin market evolves, coins like the 1957 wheat penny have gained even more attention from investors, collectors, and digital coin influencers, who emphasize the importance of condition, rarity, and market timing. In recent years, the explosion of YouTube channels, TikTok coin videos, Instagram pages, and online auctions has introduced this coin to a new generation of collectors. As a result, prices for high-grade examples have surged. Demand for top quality? Lincoln cents is stronger than ever. Coins that once sold for a few $100s are now pushing past the $5,000 mark, especially when they come with certified grades, mint errors. An exceptional eye appeal. For those who may have inherited old coin jars or picked up wheat pennies at estate sales or flea markets, it's critical to check for signs of valuable variations. Does the coin have an unusual doubling on the lettering or date? Is the mint mark stamped twice or slightly off? Does the color still shine bright red with no signs of wear? These subtle details can make the difference between a coin worth just a few cents and one that sells for thousands. The Lincoln Wheat series, especially in its later years like 1957, is packed with opportunities for unexpected treasures. And the 1957 penny is a prime example of how error rarity plus perfect condition equals high value. Collectors aiming to make the most of their 1957 wheat pennies should consider sending potentially valuable examples to grading services. A coin that is authenticated, graded, and encapsulated with a high MS Mint State rating becomes more marketable and often fetches premium prices. Not only does grading protect the coin physically, but it also establishes its legitimacy and value in the marketplace. In addition, collectors with a full wheat penny discernment set are often willing to pay a premium to acquire a high-grade 1957 especially if they're competing in registry sets, where every point in grading matters. The $5,000 market value assigned to the 1957 wheat penny isn't simply a reflection of age or mintage. It's a combination of mint state condition, rarity of specific varieties, error types, and collector demand in a vibrant and competitive market. This coin is a reminder that even in a year of massive production, perfection, and anomalies still rule in the world of numismatics. It reinforces the timeless lesson that the true value of a coin lies not in how many were made, but in how few were made flawlessly or differently. As collectors around the world continue to search for high-grade, error-rich specimens, the 1957 penny will only grow in reputation and desirability. So, whether you're a seasoned numismatist, a hobbyist, or someone just curious about the change in your grandfather's old jar, don't overlook the 1957 wheat penny. Examine it closely. Check for luster, doubling, mint mark variations, and surface condition. You might be holding a $5,000 piece of American history, small in size, but massive in significance. The 1957 wheat penny proves that even in a sea of billions, a rare few stand out as true numismatic giants.